Welcome to Bytes and Bits, tips to thrive in this interactive world, presented in travel-sized portions. Bytes and Bits is written and narrated by Brian Foster, Vice President of Next Media 360. Check back often for new webisodes on how to connect with your prospects in this interactive world.
It is important your website is up to date and enhances your brand. When people are researching or pulling information about your business, they will look to your website in the same way as most used to look at pamphlets. However, a website is mostly a one-way conversation. To really maximize your presence online, you need to enter the online conversation, two-way sharing of tips, discounts, and ideas. These exchanges are happening more and more frequently on social media websites. The subject of today's Bytes and Bits is making friends with social. There's a lot of buzz about these marketing platforms. Ford, for example, invested 25% of their entire marketing budget into social media alone. For the next few minutes, we will discuss what makes up social media, how it works, and a few tips to get you started building your strategy. And lastly, we will review some specific websites that will give you a jump start on your competition. Here's what Wikipedia has for social media. Social media are the media designed to be disseminated through social interaction, using highly accessible and scalable publishing techniques. Social media uses web-based technology to transform and broadcast media monologues into social media dialogues. They support the democratization of knowledge and information and transform people from content consumers to content producers. The first part is really what stands out to me. Social media uses web-based technologies to transfer and broadcast media monologues into social media dialogues. In other words, they simply take one-way communication and involve everyone and people converse as a group. Advertising is a one-way communication. Social media is a two-way conversation, making information much more rich and engaging. Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, and Wikipedia are all among very popular social media sites. Facebook is trending to receive more traffic than even Google. In the past, Google has ranked websites in their search returns. Starting this year, Facebook and Twitter posts will now be tracked by Google as well. It's the socialization of the web, and your business can take advantage of it. A little later on, we will take a look at Foursquare. This site could be a real contender with Facebook when it comes to connecting your customers via the internet. While updating a website can take time and need a certain skill level, these social sites can be updated in seconds, and by just about everybody. Businesses are starting to use their websites for documentation, but their social sites for discussions. Want to know how people feel about your menu, your service, or just about anything else? These sites can help gather that information. Now here are 4 easy steps to follow when building your social media plan. The first is to listen. While it might be scary to open up to criticism, look at how Domino's has used their feedback to gain market share. But don't just sit on the sidelines. Step 2 is to interact. Embrace the fact that you need to ask questions or provide examples. It really shows that you're engaged with your audience. Once you feel like you have a good handle on customers' expectations, you can develop your solutions or enhancements. This is the third step, react. Don't let bad press go unanswered, and capitalize on the good suggestions. All this work will pay off. Once you establish that you're working hard to gather feedback and put it to good use, strut your stuff. The fourth and final step is sales. Notice this is not the first step. It is the last. That way your fans or followers will know their feedback has influenced your business plan. This takes courage. One of the greatest gifts the internet has given us is the ability to take our customers' temperature. But it is not for the faint of heart. Don't be defensive, but also make sure you address their concerns. Once your group has mutual respect, it will be easy to activate their loyalty in the form of sales. Let's end with a tip on something you can do today to leap ahead of your competition. Foursquare is a relatively new social media site. At last check, it has about 1 million users. Where Facebook is based on connecting to old friends, Foursquare is created to engage with current friends. Here is what the Foursquare application looks like when you first log in. Notice it scans for area attractions. Let's say we decide to go to Tommy Nevin's Pub. You simply click on the link for directions. Each time you're hanging out at a Foursquare area, you hit the check-in button. That will then turn into a notice letting your Foursquare friends know where you're at. If you set up your location as a Foursquare spot, The software will track every time a member comes to your business. It also picks the member who comes the most often and makes them mayor. In this case, you can see the young man who is Mayor at Tommy Nevins. Now, I blurred his name for privacy. Click another button and you have directions. Click a third button and there are notes left by other Foursquare members. Foursquare also awards badges. Here you can see my profile. I received my newbie badge after my first visit to a Foursquare location. Their website updates all the badges earned each day to celebrate people participating with Foursquare. Their website updates all the badges earned each day to celebrate people participating with Foursquare. Visit the gym often enough and you earn the Gym Rat badge. Here is where it can get fun. Once you sign up as a Foursquare hotspot, you can reward your members through their own software. Name your mayor, make an offer for anyone who can earn that designation, etc. It's endless engagement, all done on a social platform. Still have questions? We can help. Next Media 360 is the interactive arm of our radio and outdoor company. We specialize in creating engaging marketing campaigns and consulting businesses on best practices. Please take a moment and schedule a free brainstorming session now. Thank you for watching this video on social media. We hope you found it useful.
Thank you for watching Bytes and Bits, Tips to Thrive in this interactive world, presented in travel size portions. The opinions expressed here are of Brian Foster. We suggest a full consultation with a Next Media account executive before you implement any of the ideas discussed in this webisode. Click on the free brainstorming tab now to schedule your meeting today.